Today is Tuesday, April 15th, and this is Citrus TV Now. I'm Ben Bascuk. Here are today's top stories. The Oneida County Sheriff's Office has filed an extreme risk protection order against one of their own. Last week, the Utica Fire Department responded to a house fire determined to be arson. Extensive physical evidence points to Deputy Aaron El-Shalom as being responsible for starting the fire. It was later discovered that El-Shalom had been in a relationship with the homeless resident. A judge has granted an extreme risk protection order questioning the deputy's out-of-character behavior as possible mental health issues. Law enforcement is now allowed to search and remove weapons from the deputy. Syracuse police are asking the public for help. Yesterday, a shooting occurred near Parkside Commons. Some sustained injuries and 2 vehicles were struck with gunfire. When officers arrived at the scene, a 24-year-old man had been transported by a private vehicle to Krause Hospital. The victim had an apparent gunshot wound to his leg, but remained in stable condition. Officers have not released further information, but are asking the public to contact the Syracuse Police Department with any additional details. Cornell University has joined a lawsuit against the Trump administration. The U.S. Department of Energy froze $1 billion in federal funding and grant money. The university has been involved in research funded by federal agencies for quite some time and argues that the studies done with this money are critical to the U.S. economy and national security. Cornell University is not alone in this fight, as similar cuts have been made at Columbia, Harvard, Northwestern, and other major institutions. The neighborhood of Salina is honoring their fallen heroes. Officer Jensen and Lieutenant Husak had been gunned down a year ago today. In honor of them, neighbors are displaying blue lights up and down their streets in posts and houses. After the break, we'll have more on Syracuse men who are arrested working for an anti-violence program. Stay with us.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Welcome back to Citrus TV Now. Well, 2 Syracuse men working for an anti-violence program are involved in a drug investigation. Qasim Pitts and Ahmed Abdi were hired to steer young adults away from violence. They were working for SNUG, a state-funded program which has been long supported by Governor Hochul. The 2 were steps away from their workplace when they were caught selling the drugs. The 2 SNUG employees have been accused of dealing cocaine and meth during the workday. Officials that work with the program describe this as an isolated mistake that could be counteracted with further supervision. 2 Democrats are undergoing petition hearings to get on the primary ballot for the race for Syracuse mayor. Sharon Owens, Pat Hogan, and Chole Majoke have all been confirmed for the Democratic primary. However, Jimmy Oliver and Alfonso Davis did not make the ballot despite having enough signatures. Board of Election staff checks signatures in comparison to voter records when petitions are submitted. Both Oliver and Davis have hearings scheduled for Thursday to advocate for their objections. Now, Liv, the weather was all over the place today. I hit that rain in the morning, and then by the time I was driving my car blasting music in the afternoon, the sun came out. Is that mismatching going to keep happening?
Ben, you are absolutely right. Well, they say that April showers bring May flowers, and that is something that we are definitely seeing here. The past couple of days have been honestly very nice and warm, which has been great for us here in central New York. But unfortunately, what we're seeing right now is a lot of precipitation and rain. I was getting that rain as I was walking over to the studio today, so we are seeing a little bit of that continuing throughout today and tonight. It is going to feel a little bit colder, though, because of the 17-mile-per-hour winds that we are experiencing right now. So make sure to grab your umbrella, grab your jacket, because this is going to continue into tonight. We are looking at 42 degrees, so not much of a dip, but again, because of that wind, it is going to feel a lot colder than it actually is at around 34 degrees. The sun still isn't going to be coming out for the rest of tonight or tomorrow. We're going to see a lot of clouds in the sky, and that trend is going to continue throughout the next 3 days. Luckily, we are seeing an upward trend, so it is going to get a lot warmer, luckily, but tomorrow is something to look out for. It is going to be 39 degrees and snow is expected, which unfortunately is not the best news for us here in central New York, but it's going to get better because on Thursday, we're going to see a high of 51, partly cloudy skies, and then on Friday a high of 63 degrees, finally getting into these warmer spring temperatures, but we can expect a little bit of rain. So again, another incredibly bipolar week. You never really know what to expect with the weather going on right now, but we do know what to expect with our Roman Verner. Roman, what's coming up?
Thanks, Olivia. Well, coming up on News Live at 6, Mayor Ben Walsh has reached his term limit. All the details on the candidates running for his seat and a new plan, one of them announced.
That's all the time we have for you today on Citrus TV Now. I'm Ben Bascuk. Have a great night, Syracuse.